Hi, this is Alex, and welcome to the Zero to Alpha podcast.
Baby, I can feel it, baby. I can feel it, baby. I can feel it, baby, baby, baby. I can feel it, baby. I can feel it, baby. I can feel it, I can feel it, I can feel it, baby. I can feel it, baby.
Alright, we're recording. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. So, congratulations, you're the first woman who has actually been willing to come to the Zero to Alpha podcast, or even on the blog. The rest bailed on me. So, how does this make you feel?
Oh, wow. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Okay, so the first thing that I noticed was you went to community college.
Yes.
Like what's community college? Because we don't have something like this in Belgium, I
So,
think.
yeah, community college is basically just a less expensive four-year university, and it's
Mm-hmm.
based, so each community, each neighborhood has one basically. So I went to the Community
Okay.
College of Allegheny County.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, most people go to community college for 2 years and get their general education requirements done before transferring to a four-year university.
Okay, so you're still planning to go to university or college?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
So you're still planning on going to a university or college?
Oh, I'm in university now. I got out of community a couple years ago, so I'm about to graduate my university
Oh,
this April. Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
About to start the real life. So
Yep.
you went on a road trip during your summer vacation. Where did this idea come from?
So I had actually already transferred to Pitt University at that time, and I was sitting between classes, and I was like thinking about like what am I gonna do with my life. So then I went on
Mhm.
Google and I typed in like what should I do with my life, and it brought me to a quiz. So I took the quiz, and it was like the answer that I got was just road
Okay.
and found out that they were having people apply who had gone to community college. So I went and I applied for this road trip, and I got it. And yeah, that's how I found it from Google, from a quiz that told me what I should do with my life. So yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So the goal of the trip was finding clarity in life.
Yes.
Did you
Yes, it was.
did you find some clarity?
I think so. What I was thinking before this road trip, I think everyone thinks that there's going to be some magic like sign that you're given of like what you're supposed to do with your life, and that's kind of what I was hoping this road trip was going to be, is going to like tell me exactly you should do this, and then I'd be set for life and super successful. But what I found was that I already knew what I wanted to do this whole time. It was just gaining the courage to be like, yes, I'm going to do this. So I did get clarity, but it wasn't like someone slapped me in the face and was like, you idiot, go do this. It was something that I knew I already had within me. But yeah.
So you needed Google to tell you what you already know.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds like most people.
Yeah.
So how did you pick the mentors? Because there was like a variety of mentors. Because you had an MMA fighter, you had somebody who built rockets, I think.
Yeah, she was in charge of the Mars Curiosity rover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they told us that we should cold call people. So we picked people that we were interested in their field.
Okay.
So I got Jim Lair. He was the journalist because I was interested in writing, and then Dominic Cruz because I did MMA for a little bit and I liked him. So yeah, we just chose people that were in careers that we might be interested in doing, and then got to interview them.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Did the road trip affect the course of your life or school?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think before the road trip, I was, I guess I had a lot of excuses, or I was feeling kind of like having a little pity party for myself about like why my life wasn't going the way it was. And then I got on the road trip, and it was just a huge realization of like, this is me, like this is my life, and I need to take control of this. So after the road trip, it was just a matter of finding organization and being more disciplined in like what I want to do and having goals and pursuing them. But yeah.
Hmm. Did you make the change because you were surrounded by like-minded people, or because
So yeah, the road
because
trip,
that's a yeah. Go ahead.
there's a bit of a lag, so we keep.
Maybe a little bit.
But yeah. So yeah, being on the road trip and being with people who are also trying to find their path, I think that's super helpful for anyone who's struggling with finding
Mhm.
what they want to do. Especially if you're all motivated to actually be successful in life. You don't want to just have an easy kind of whatever life, you know?
Mhm.
And then after, I guess the key to maintaining that is making sure that the people, your friends and everyone is also goal oriented and is also pushing each
Oh,
other.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So never had the plan to drop out or something like that?
Oh, I thought about dropping out. Lots of times. But I'm not going to because I have goals. But yeah.
I dropped out. That's why I asked.
Yeah, you did?
Oh yeah, last year, the last year of and the last semester, I dropped out.
Why? What happened?
Well, I found clarity in life, and I was like, I'm not surrounded by like-minded people, and I was like, I have goals, so I could either waste my time on school or I could do whatever I wanted to do, and I
Yeah,
picked the
exactly.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
makes
don't
sense if
I
it's
don't
more
regret it. Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't advise it, but I don't regret
I'm gonna
it.
drop out and tell them that Alex told me I should drop out 2 months
Yeah,
before I graduate.
yeah, do it. Do something crazy.
Yeah.
Go on a trip.
I would love to. Oh my gosh, if I could do another road trip again, I absolutely would.
Do a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Australia.
Ah, Australia, New Zealand, that'd be amazing. Yes.
Now you only have to drop out. You know what to do. What would you tell to other people who are feeling lost in life? Because like once you're in college or university, you have to make lot of life decisions. So, like you're becoming an adult, but
Mhm.
maybe we have too much choice these days.
Yes. It's hard, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what advice to give people, I guess. So for me, the thing that I keep coming back to is that the thing that you're supposed to do is something that has been within you basically your whole life. It's something that's been constant. So for
Mhm.
me, that was always, my parents read to me a lot when I was a kid, and I grew up with a lot of like books and writing, and my mom was super creative, and creativity was always in the house. So it's something that has influenced you. I think you can draw a line from the way you were raised to what you will end up becoming. But that being said, when you're in college and you don't know what the heck you're doing, and it seems like everyone else is getting careers and like jobs and
Mhm.
internships, I think I don't know, just like keep your head in keep your mind on your own goals. Keep your what your purpose is. Keep that
Mhm.
focused and do your homework and graduate. And yeah, I don't really. It's hard. Everyone has to find. Oh, mentors are really important. I found some really good professors that are
Mm.
really key in helping. But the more you talk to people, you'll realize that everyone has gone through the
Yeah.
same crap and like, yeah.
Hmm. Wait till the baby boom arrives.
Yeah.
That's a fun period.
Yeah.
uh, how did the road trip change you as a person? Because there was a part in the documentary where were like very real. I remember that it was a part of, after the Dominic Cruz interview at the Salt Lake where
Mhm.
you said that you were just a little kid.
Yeah.
So how did it affect you?
Well, that was so part of the road trip. I don't know, being on the road and being away from your family in that way, it kind of puts you on not just this kind of practical journey of like, what am I doing with my life and that kind of career stuff, but it's also about, it ended up being like, me and Armand and Melanie, the other two people, whenever we would talk by ourselves, we'd be like, this really is just like therapy. Like it's getting all the crap that you didn't realize was still affecting or holding you back throughout life.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that was, the death of my sister. So in Salt Lake, that was just the realization that things that I had experienced and that I hadn't really dealt with, or I had just pushed them off because I was trying to pursue those goals or was just trying to move forward in my life. You really have to make sure that you're right on the inside before you can start to give yourself to the world, before you can start to be successful and actually help other people. So I guess it changed me as a person as I realized that I have to be way more open than I was being before with how I'm feeling and just like mental health. And mental health is like a super popular term now, but really making sure that you're emotionally, spiritually, and mentally okay before you try and push yourself to the breaking point with your goals.
Yeah. So you kind of answered this question already, but are you still looking for mentors? Maybe not just professors, but I know on Instagram or I don't know. Options are endless.
Yeah. I luckily Road Trip, they keep in contact with you. The company that I went on the road trip with, they keep in contact with you and you do other events with them. So after the road trip, yeah, I've stayed in contact with those guys and I've gotten to meet a lot of people at these like meet and greet events and like these panels and so yeah, I've gotten a decent network so far.
What's the lesson that stuck the most with you after doing the road trip?
Oh my gosh, it was Dominic Cruz. Like that part about the magnifying glass and like focusing on it, starting a fire, that blew my mind. I was like, he's like a philosopher, and I was so amazed because I had never heard it explained like that, and I was like, that is so me. I am just moving from one thing to another and not focusing on one thing and getting one thing done, and that's always been the problem with me. But yeah.
How long did you interview him?
Each interview was like an hour, I want to say. And some people would start talking to us and then end up talking for a lot longer. And some people, it ended up being, about 45 minutes if we felt like we didn't have much else to talk about. Yeah.
Damn, I want to do a road trip as well. Just
want
to 1 hour with.
Do it.
Huh?
I said I wish everyone could do it. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, but I kind of did one. So I just took a plane. I went to Sweden for 10 days. So it's kind of a road trip.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would love to sit with Dominic Cruz for like 1 hour. Just pick his brain. Okay. The last question. What's the one life lesson that you want to share with other people?
Oh Jesus.
Oh yes.
You should have prepped me with these questions, man.
I know, but I
a lot of pressure.
I put people on the spot with this one. It's designed to do this.
Shit. What is one advice? Okay, the one that I wrote on the RV that always comes back to me is that no one can see inside your head. No one can see the visions, the future that you keep envisioning. So if you don't start to make that a reality, no one's going to. You are the only one who knows exactly how that thing can be done or how that vision can come into fruition. So you need to start that and then bring other team members who are responding to your vision. Otherwise, you're just going to be serving someone else and serving their vision. So if you have a vision, start that vision.
I like it.
Thank you.
How can people contact you or follow you or give you some Insta fame, Insta love?
Well, I'm on Instagram. I am private, but you can follow me if you really want to. It's just at Becca Rodak. But yeah.
That's how I found you. So
Yeah.
maybe you get another podcast. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Don't forget to check out my book. I have written a book like a year ago where I shared a lot of life lessons and beliefs that I learned over the course of a year that really helped to change my life. Aside from that, I'm teamed up with Amazon. You can get a free audiobook and a 30-day trial. It's also in the link here below. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a 5-star rating on iTunes. I would really appreciate it. So yeah, that's all. Take care.